All right, welcome in everyone to this deep dive, and today we're going to be exploring the world of Jasmine Tilman.
Okay.
Now, you might know her as an author,
Yeah.
entrepreneur, and a women's empowerment coach.
Uh-huh.
We've got a really great interview with her.
Okay.
It's from the Shet Show Abundance Conversations,
Okay.
hosted by Charlotta Shet Germain and Larry L.P. Penton.
Gotcha.
And I think it's really lively and insightful, and I think you're really going to connect with her story.
Yeah. You know what I noticed about this one
Mm-hmm.
is that she gets into some really specific techniques, like, for example, journaling.
Yeah.
She talks about journaling,
Okay.
not just in the, like surface level self-reflection,
Yeah.
but like unearthing those unconscious thoughts,
Right.
the patterns that you might not even be aware of.
Yeah, that's such a good point.
Yeah.
I mean, she really does give us like this roadmap to get to those deeper levels of self-awareness. And one of the things that I thought was really interesting, in the beginning, she talks a lot about her childhood.
Yeah.
And, she talks about how she often felt unsupported
Yeah.
and had to learn things the hard way.
Yeah. What'd you make of that?
Well, I think it's really key to understanding her drive to empower other women.
Yeah.
It's not just success in a vacuum,
Yeah.
but she's drawing on her own experiences with resilience and growth
Yeah.
in the face of adversity.
Right.
And that makes her message, that much more relatable and authentic, I think.
Yeah, definitely adds a layer of depth to it for sure.
Yeah. And this leads perfectly into the heart of what she does, her business.
Right.
Infinitely authentic enterprise.
And that's not just, clever branding. It's like if you look at the scope of her work,
Yeah.
coaching and journaling, and even her urban fiction novel, Divine Mind,
Right.
it's like authenticity is woven into the fabric of everything she does.
Yeah, and I was curious about that novel.
She chose to write it from a man's perspective,
Right.
a successful entrepreneur who's forced to confront his past,
Yeah.
which, I thought was a little bit unexpected
Yeah.
for someone so focused on empowering women.
Yeah, it might seem counterintuitive at first.
Yeah.
But if you think about it, her work isn't just about women supporting women.
Right.
It's about recognizing
Yeah.
the universal human experience of overcoming challenges
Right.
and,
Yeah.
Finding your voice.
Right.
Regardless of your gender.
Yeah, you're so right.
Yeah.
And, that actually ties back beautifully to her emphasis on journaling,
Yeah.
which we were talking about.
She's a huge advocate for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, she incorporates it into her coaching practice and everything.
Absolutely.
And she's not alone.
Right.
Even, someone like Tupac Shakur was
Yeah.
a dedicated journaler.
Wow.
LP actually brings that up
Interesting.
in the interview.
That's so interesting.
Yeah.
I would never have guessed. It just goes to show
Yeah.
that self-reflection through writing,
Uh-huh.
it's a powerful tool for anyone,
Mm-hmm.
regardless of background or gender.
Yeah, that's so true.
Yeah.
It totally shatters that stereotype
Right.
that journaling is just for,
Right.
teenage girls.
Yeah.
But so how does she connect journaling to personal growth? Like,
Yeah.
what makes her approach unique?
Well, she's really focused
Yeah.
on using journaling to uncover those hidden beliefs and patterns
Uh-huh.
that we were talking about earlier.
Good.
It's not just about venting or documenting your day.
Right.
It's about digging deeper and using those insights
Yeah.
to create meaningful change.
Okay, now I'm starting to see how this all connects. She's had these personal struggles, developed this resilience, and now she's using her experiences,
Yeah.
combined with tools like journaling to empower other women to do the same.
Exactly.
And she's not just talking the talk.
Right.
She's created a whole system to help women put these principles into practice.
Yeah.
Her Get a Grip course and journal are designed to give women a practical framework
Right.
for incorporating journaling into their lives.
Yeah.
I'm really intrigued by this Get a Grip course.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like a really tangible way to take action.
Yeah.
But, for someone who might be skeptical of self-help programs,
Yeah.
what do you think Jasmine would say
Yeah.
to convince them of the value her course offers?
I think she'd point to the fact that it's not just some feel-good fluff.
Right.
It's built on her own personal experiences
Right.
and years of working with women.
Right.
She's seen firsthand
Mm-hmm.
the transformative power of journaling,
Right.
and she's created a structured program to make that power accessible to everyone.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
She's not just selling a product. She's sharing a tool that's genuinely helped her
Right.
and countless other women. And it's all rooted in this idea of unearthing those hidden beliefs and patterns.
Right.
Which honestly I think can be a little bit intimidating.
Yeah, it can be scary to confront those parts of ourselves.
Yeah.
But that's where real growth happens.
That's true.
Jasmine herself talks about,
Yeah.
using journaling to address her own vulnerability,
Hi.
which ultimately allowed her
Yeah.
to break free from negative patterns
Uh-huh.
and find the strength to move forward.
That story about her feeling dark inside her mind
Mm-hmm.
is so powerful.
Yeah.
And, it really underscores that even someone as successful and driven as Jasmine
Uh-huh.
still faces these internal struggles.
Right. And I think that's precisely why her message resonates so strongly.
Mm-hmm.
She's not afraid to be vulnerable
Yeah.
and share her own journey,
Yeah.
which makes her more relatable, more
Mhm.
human.
Uh-huh.
It gives other women permission to say,
Yeah.
hey, it's okay to not be okay. And it's okay to ask for help.
I'm starting to see journaling in a whole new light.
Yeah.
It's not just about writing down your thoughts.
Right.
It's about actively engaging with your inner world
Uh-huh.
and using that knowledge to create positive change.
Yeah.
And, Jasmine's story is a testament to the fact that it can actually work.
Absolutely. And what's really fascinating is that her approach to journaling
Mm-hmm.
is just one piece of the puzzle.
Okay.
She also incorporates
Yeah.
some really innovative techniques,
Right.
like using AI in writing,
Right. Yeah, that caught my attention too.
which might seem counterintuitive at first.
Yeah, how can you be authentic and use artificial intelligence at the same time?
Yeah.
I mean, it seems contradictory.
It's definitely a hot topic.
Yeah.
And I think Jasmine's perspective is really nuanced.
Okay.
She's not advocating for using AI to replace human creativity,
All right.
but rather as a tool to enhance it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah,
So instead of seeing AI as a threat to authenticity, she sees it as a way to unlock it.
exactly. And she provides some concrete examples
Yeah.
of how this works in practice.
Okay.
For instance,
Yeah.
she talks about using AI tools
Mm-hmm.
to help writers overcome writer's block,
Yeah.
brainstorm new ideas,
Uh-huh.
or refine their language.
Okay.
It's about leveraging technology
Mm-hmm.
to support your unique voice,
Right.
not to replace it.
That's actually a really empowering way to think about AI.
Yeah,
Instead of fearing it,
right.
we can learn to use it to our advantage.
Uh,
But how does this all tie back to her work
yeah,
with women's empowerment?
it's all connected.
Okay.
Think about it.
Yeah.
If you're struggling with self-doubt
Yeah.
or feeling stuck creatively,
Uh-huh.
those things can impact
Oh, yeah.
every area of your life
Yeah.
by providing tools and techniques that help women overcome these challenges.
Right.
Jasmine is ultimately empowering them to step into their full potential,
I see.
both personally and professionally.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
It's about giving women the resources to take control of their narratives,
Uh-huh.
whether that's through journaling
Right.
or using AI tools
Right.
or simply embracing their authentic selves.
And a big part of her message
Yeah.
is about encouraging women to take risks
Uh-huh.
and step outside their comfort zones,
Okay.
just like she did when she made the bold decision
Yeah.
to leave her hometown
Uh-huh.
and move to Atlanta.
Now that sounds like a whole other chapter in her story.
It is.
Yeah.
And it's a chapter that's full of challenges,
Okay.
setbacks, and ultimately incredible personal growth.
Right.
It's a story that speaks to the power of resilience and the importance of finding your own path,
Yeah.
even when it takes you in unexpected directions.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
hmm And, that move to Atlanta,
Mm-hmm.
that was a real turning point for her. I mean,
Yeah.
she faced a lot of adversity
Yeah.
after relocating,
Okay.
trauma, self-doubt.
Mm-hmm.
It would have been easy
Yeah.
to give up and go back to
Right.
what was familiar,
Right.
but she didn't.
Yeah.
She leaned into those challenges
No.
and used them as fuel for growth.
It's inspiring to see how she turned those difficult experiences into something positive.
Yeah.
It makes me think about what she said about fighting for happiness.
Yeah.
It's not something that just happens.
Right.
It's something you actively pursue,
Mhm.
even when life throws obstacles in your path.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's the kind of resilience
Yeah.
she wants to instill in other women.
Uh-huh.
It's about equipping them with the tools
Okay.
and the mindset
Yeah.
to navigate the ups and downs of life,
Right.
to embrace their authentic selves, and to never stop fighting for what they believe in.
What her story really highlights? That authenticity and resilience are intertwined.
Yeah.
It's like you can't have one without the other. You need resilience to stay true to yourself when things get tough.
Mm-hmm.
And authenticity gives you the strength to keep going,
Right.
even when you face setbacks.
That's a really insightful observation.
Thanks.
And it reminds me of something else Jasmine talked about,
Okay.
the power of shared experiences. Remember how LP
Yeah.
brought up
Mm.
his work as a first responder
Yeah.
and how it relates to Jasmine's work with women? It
Right.
might seem like two completely different worlds,
Yeah.
but there's a common thread
Okay.
of resilience and mental fortitude
Right.
that runs through both.
Yeah, it's fascinating how they were able to connect those seemingly disparate fields.
Yeah.
It just goes to show that the need for resilience and mental well-being is universal. You know, we all face challenges, whether it's dealing with trauma,
Yeah.
navigating a career change, or simply trying to manage the daily stresses of life.
And that's where Chet's experience
Yeah.
as a breast cancer survivor comes in. Her story adds another layer to the conversation, reminding us that vulnerability is a strength, not a weakness.
Okay.
By sharing her own journey,
Yeah.
she's able to connect with others on a deeper level
Right.
and inspire them to find their own inner strengths.
It's amazing how the Shet Show podcast itself becomes this platform for authentic conversations and shared experiences.
Yeah, it's like a digital community where
Yeah.
people can come together, be vulnerable,
Mm.
and support each other through life challenges.
Yeah, you know, it really highlights the power of storytelling
Oh.
in the digital age. You know, these platforms allow us to connect with people from all walks of life
Yeah,
and realize that we're not alone in our struggles.
exactly.
Now, before we move on,
Yeah.
I want to circle back to one of Jasmine's key techniques,
Okay.
journaling.
Mhm.
We've talked about how she uses it
Right.
to uncover those unconscious thoughts and beliefs that might be holding us back.
Yeah.
But I'm curious to hear more about the practical applications.
Oops.
How can our listeners actually incorporate this into their lives?
Well, that's where
Yeah.
her Get a Grip course and journal come in.
Right.
It's not just about writing down random thoughts.
Okay.
It's about having a structured approach to self-reflection.
Right.
The course provides prompts and exercises
Uh-huh.
designed to guide you through the process of uncovering your deepest beliefs
Okay.
and using those insights to create positive change.
So it sounds like it takes the guesswork out of journaling
Yeah,
instead of staring at a blank page and
Right.
wondering what to write.
exactly.
You have a framework to guide you.
Uh-huh.
But what about those who are new to journaling?
Yeah.
Could this course be overwhelming for them?
I think Jasmine's done a great job
Okay.
of making the course accessible to everyone,
Mm-hmm.
regardless of their experience level.
Okay.
You know, she starts with the basics, explains the benefits of journaling,
Right.
and provides simple techniques to get started.
Yeah.
And then as you progress through the course,
Uh-huh.
she gradually introduces
Okay.
more advanced concepts and exercises.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
It's like a step-by-step guide to unlocking the power of journaling.
exactly.
But let's be honest,
Mhm.
journaling isn't a magic bullet.
Right.
There are times
Yeah.
when it might not be enough,
Mm-hmm.
or when other methods of self-reflection
Right.
might be more beneficial.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that?
You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Journaling is a powerful tool,
Uh-huh.
but it's not a one-size-fits-all solution.
Right.
There are times when talking to a therapist,
Yeah.
practicing mindfulness,
Mm-hmm.
or simply spending time in nature
Yeah.
might be more appropriate.
Right. I appreciate you bringing up that nuance.
Yeah.
You know, it's important to remember that personal growth is a journey, not a destination. There's no single right way to do it.
Yeah.
And it's all about finding what works best for you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I think Jasmine would agree with that.
Yeah.
You know, she's not saying journaling is the only path to self-discovery,
Right.
but she's offering it
Mhm.
as a valuable tool
Yeah.
that can help you along the way.
You know, what really strikes me about Jasmine's approach to personal growth
Yeah.
is that it's so holistic.
Right.
She's not just focused on one technique or method.
Right.
You know, she's encouraging people to explore different avenues
Yeah.
and find what resonates with them.
I completely agree.
Yeah.
And she's not afraid to push boundaries
Mm-hmm.
and challenge conventional thinking.
Okay.
Her views on using AI and writing
Right.
are a perfect example of that.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's dive into that a bit more.
Okay.
We touched on it earlier,
Uh-huh.
but I'm still curious to hear your thoughts
Yeah.
on how AI can enhance authenticity in writing.
Yeah.
It seems counterintuitive.
Right.
But Jasmine makes a compelling case for it.
I think her argument boils down to
Okay.
AI isn't about replacing human creativity,
Right.
but rather amplifying it.
Okay.
It's like having a superpowered editor
Mm-hmm.
at your fingertips.
Right.
able to help you brainstorm ideas,
Yeah.
refine your language, and overcome writer's block.
So it's not about letting the AI write for you.
Right.
It's about using it as a tool to unlock your own unique voice.
Precisely.
Okay.
And one of the key points Jasmine makes is that AI can actually help you become more aware of your own writing patterns and habits by analyzing your work.
Yeah.
These tools can highlight areas where you might be repetitive,
Okay.
where your sentences could be stronger, or where your ideas need more clarity.
That's actually pretty amazing.
Yeah.
It's like having a personalized writing coach who can provide feedback and suggestions tailored to your specific needs.
Exactly. And this is where the concept of authenticity comes in.
Okay.
By using AI to refine your writing
Yeah.
and become more aware of your own style,
Yeah.
you're ultimately able to express yourself more clearly and authentically.
Okay, I'm starting to see how AI can actually enhance rather than diminish the human element in writing.
Exactly.
It's about using technology to augment your creativity, not to replace it.
And I think that's a really important distinction to make.
Yeah.
Especially in today's world.
Yeah.
Where there's so much fear and hype surrounding AI.
Yeah.
Jasmine's approach is refreshing.
Yeah.
Because she's not demonizing the technology, but rather exploring its potential to empower writers and help them find their voice.
I love that perspective.
Yeah.
It's about embracing the possibilities of technology while still staying true to your own creative vision.
Right.
But let's be real. Not everyone is comfortable with the idea of using AI in their writing.
Right.
Some people might see it as cheating.
Yeah.
Or a shortcut.
I can understand that hesitation.
Yeah.
But I think it's important to remember that every writer uses tools to help them craft their work.
Right.
Whether it's a dictionary, a grammar checker, or a writing software program.
Right.
We all rely on external resources to some extent.
That's a great point. AI is just another tool in the writer's toolbox.
Exactly.
It's up to the individual to decide how they want to use it and what boundaries they want to set.
Exactly. And Jasmine is very clear about the importance of maintaining your own voice and authenticity.
Right.
When using AI, she encourages writers to see these tools as a way to amplify their own creativity, not to replace it.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So it's not about letting the AI take over. It's about using it strategically to enhance your own writing process. But even with these tools, writing can still be a challenging and often isolating experience.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's why Jasmine emphasizes the importance of community and support.
Okay.
She talks about how her own journey was made easier by the people who believed in her and encouraged her to keep going.
I love that she brings it back to the importance of human connection. Yeah. It's a good reminder that we don't have to go through this journey alone, whether it's finding a writing group, connecting with other entrepreneurs, or simply confiding in a trusted friend. Having a support system can make all the difference.
And I think that's one of the things that makes the Shut Show podcast so special. It creates a space where people can feel seen, heard, and understood.
You know, it's interesting how this conversation has come full circle.
You know, we started by talking about Jasmine's personal journey and her emphasis on authenticity and resilience.
Right, yeah.
Then we explored specific techniques.
Yeah.
Like journaling and using AI in writing. And now we're back to the importance of community and connection.
It just goes to show that personal growth isn't a linear process.
Right.
It's about weaving together different threads, exploring various approaches, and ultimately finding what works best for you.
Well said.
Thanks.
I think that's a perfect note to end on for this segment. But before we wrap up our deep dive into Jasmine Tilman's world, I want to leave our listeners with one final thought. You know, we've talked a lot about Jasmine's tools and techniques for personal growth.
Yeah.
But I think the most powerful takeaway from this whole deep dive is the importance of owning your narrative.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Jasmine's story is a testament to the fact
that we all have a story to tell.
Right.
And that those stories have the power to inspire and empower others.
And she didn't let her challenges define her.
Right.
You know, she used them as fuel to create a life that is authentically hers.
Yeah.
And that's what I want our listeners to take away from this. You know, it's not about comparing your journey to anyone else's.
Yeah.
It's about embracing your unique experiences, both the good and the bad, and using them to shape your own narrative.
And remember, it's not about striving for perfection.
Right.
Jasmine's very open about her own struggles and setbacks. And it's this vulnerability that makes her so relatable and inspiring.
She's not afraid to show her human side.
Yeah.
And I think that's incredibly empowering. It gives us permission to let go of the pressure to be perfect and embrace the messy, imperfect beauty of our own journeys.
Exactly.
Yeah, and it's in those imperfections, those challenges that we often find our greatest strength and resilience.
I agree.
You know, it's interesting how this whole conversation ties back to the initial question we posed earlier. What are you fighting for?
Right.
It's so easy to get caught up in the day-to-day grind and lose sight of the bigger picture.
But Jasmine's story reminds us that it's essential to have something to fight for. Whether it's your happiness, your purpose, your creative vision, or simply the right to be your authentic self.
And it's not just about fighting for yourself.
Right.
It's about fighting for the things you believe in, for the people you love, and for a world that embraces authenticity and celebrates diversity.
Beautifully said.
And remember, you don't have to fight alone.
Right.
As Jasmine's story illustrates.
Right.
Having a support system. Whether it's friends, family, or a community of like-minded individuals can make all the difference.
For sure.
So as we wrap up this deep dive,
I
want to leave you with a challenge.
Okay.
Take some time to reflect on what you are fighting for.
Yeah. What are the things that light you up?
What are the values you hold dear? And what steps can you take today to start living a life that's more aligned with your authentic self?
And remember, even small steps can make a big difference.
That's so true.
Whether it's starting a journaling practice, exploring a new creative outlet, or simply reaching out to someone you trust.
Right.
Every action you take towards self-discovery and personal growth is a victory worth celebrating.
It's not about making drastic changes overnight.
Right.
You know, it's about showing up for yourself consistently and taking small but meaningful steps towards the life you want to create.
So keep exploring. Keep learning. And keep diving deep into the things that matter most to you.
Absolutely.
And never underestimate the power of your own story.
Right.
You know, your experiences, your challenges, your triumphs, they all have value.
Right.
And they all have the potential to inspire others.
Beautifully said.
Thanks.
And on that note, we'll wrap up this deep dive into the world of Jasmine Tilman. Until next time, keep seeking, keep growing, and keep sharing your unique voice with the world.